And there's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. The harness is shot. Wow. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. It is 7:30 in the morning here in the great state of New York. 74 degrees. Looks like it cooled off a little bit today. I still think it's going to be 90. It's forecasted to be 90. We have a couple service calls this morning that are on my schedule. I have a pool heater that I'm going to right now in Elmont. It is a Hayward heat pump, and I love heat pumps because it's essentially a self-contained package unit where everything that you need is right there. Everything you need is right there. Kind of like a rooftop unit, but even better. Because with a rooftop unit, you have a thermostat, right? And you have the possibility of the thermostat or thermostat wiring for being an issue. You also have, in certain commercial applications, you have, fire control systems that open and close dampers, things like that, shut down the HVAC system, so interlocking devices, things like that. And I guess you kind of have a similar issue if you have a heat pump, a pool heater heat pump, because you could have an automation system where the automation system, like the AquaLink by Jandy, could remotely turn on and off and let the heat pump run. But I love heat pumps. Not a fan of them. I don't have one, but I love working on them because everything you need is right there. We have a new customer. He's got a Hayward Heat Pro, and we're getting an error. I don't know what the error is, but the notes in House Call Pro. Oh, it says that we have a Hayward 140 pool heater, compressor not kicking on. Good morning. I was a little early. I figured I'd wait till 8, so.
Okay.
I'm Mike.
Junior, nice to meet you.
You as well, sir.
Nice to meet you in person. Wow. They told you how I found out about you?
No.
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to,
So you got a heat pump pool heater. Oh, good.
Yeah. I was a contractor before and I tried little things from your video.
Okay. Very
from
good.
From your videos, yeah.
Wow,
but,
nice gunite pool. Very nice.
Yeah, I bought the house 2 years ago.
Okay.
I redid it myself.
And you did the diamond dusting and all that good stuff?
No, I did not. That
No?
was, I didn't do the diamond. No.
What'd you do? Just regular?
Because it's been here since the 50s. So
Really?
Yeah. So it's been here for a while. Yeah. So I just
people who owned this house had some money.
back then, yeah.
Wow,
So,
and it's a nice, unusually large piece of property too. You're quite fortunate.
it is, yeah. I was lucky. I didn't like Elmont.
Orange trees, lemon trees. What do you got in the back there?
2 cherries and a persimmons.
Para what?
Persimmons. The Japanese, the little orange. It looks like a little tangerine.
Oh yeah, oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, it's different.
I'll say, let's see what you did over here. Yeah, you even got the drop cloth set up for me.
Yeah.
All right, so what's it doing?
The compressor's not kicking on. The pressure's good.
Okay.
But the compressor's not kicking on. The capacitor was bad. It was reading like 72.
Okay.
74. I swapped it out with the Amazon capacitor.
Okay.
And then nothing happened.
So what have you tested? You said you tested pressures already of the refrigerant?
Yes. The refrigerant.
Okay, and what kind of pressures are you working with?
Yeah, it was in the 2s.
Okay.
Close to 3.
How old is this unit?
I would want to say the person that I bought her from, it was like, I think 5 years old.
Okay.
About.
Okay. All right, let me get some tools, see what it's doing. All right, so even though the homeowner was kind enough to put out a drop cloth, I got my knee pads out here. Got to protect your knees, fellas. I wish I did that 20 years ago. Let's take a peek, see what we got here. First, this cover is normally on here. This is the Hayward Heat Pro. Model number we got here. Model number's gone. Inside door. It's gone there too. Wow. Sticker is gone. Damn. Sticker's gone. Bottom the other side. Oh, there it is. There we go. There we go. There's all the numbers we need right there. Let me just clean this off a little bit. Bingo. Let me snap a picture of this. All right, so let's identify some components. Front cover, obviously. This needs to be on in order for it to actually work properly. Otherwise, all the air that the condenser fan motor draws in into it and out is going to bypass the coil. It's going to go out the path of least resistance and come in and out. Under the front door, this is the control board, by the way, which is there. We have a fan contactor, transformer, 2-pole contactor, dual capacitor, pressure switch, water pressure switch. Okay. We have a low pressure switch, high pressure switch, filter dryer, TXV, distributor, compressor, and then your heat exchanger. All right, inside this tubing, there's copper, right? And it comes out that side there. And that's what heats the pool. All right. Just turn the power switch on. Shortly after, the condenser fan motor should kick on, which it just did. We have a pool temperature of 76 degrees. There's the guy's beautiful pool. Wow, it's a beautiful pool, by the way. That is a gorgeous pool. Love it. Absolutely love it. And you know it's deep enough? There's probably a diving board somewhere here. Probably over there at one point. But that is a gorgeous pool. Built in the 1950s. Gotta love it. Oh my God. This has had to have cost probably $1,000 to put in. It's probably not even. Probably like $600 to put in the 1950s. Imagine what this would cost today to build. At least $100,000. But then again, you have a house that's probably $600,000 to $700,000 here. All right. So I could put money on, as long as my dual capacitor is good and the compressor is not turning on, we have a control board issue. So I see that someone already removed the cover that covers over the 2 poles on the contactor. So let's take an insulated tool and let's just push in our contactor. Nothing. Absolutely nothing happened there. Interesting. Absolutely interesting. All right, so I turned the power switch off. Before I start going crazy and seeing what is going on here, I'm going to take the insulated tool again. I'm going to push in on this contactor and let's take a look and see what kind of amperage we're pulling. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Absolutely nothing. Crazy. Let's go to the red wire out of the load side of the contactor. Let's push that in again. Nothing. All right, between the 2 terminals that you can see, I'm getting a resistance of 1.3. That's the 2 on the bottom. I gotta go for the one on the top now and the one to your left to see what I get. So the 2 bombs are 1.3. The one you can't see and the one on the left is 0.5. And the one on the top that you don't see still, and the one on the right, I'm getting 1.0, 1.6. So the windings are testing okay. Why isn't this bad boy starting up is a whole other question. And it's not even having any, it's like not even getting any power, which is odd. All right, so this blue, what is going on here? Let's see if this thing's wired properly. You know, sometimes homeowners do more harm than good. So our blue is on our Herm. The brown is on our fan, and this other blue from our load side, we'll call that T1, is connected to our common, which is essentially... All right, so now I checked the resistance on the terminals of the compressor, and they appear to be okay. I checked for continuity between L1 and T1 and L2 and T2, and with the wires disconnected, it works. So then I took the wires off of my contactor and dual capacitor for the compressor, and I have the red to the blue, and I'm getting 0.3, right? The red to the black. Well, this is where it gets kind of a little interesting here. Red to the black. See? Red to the black. Absolutely nothing. And let's go black to blue. See? Nothing there as well. Let's see if I wiggle this harness. Well, let's see. What's going on here? And there's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. The harness is shot. Wow. The terminals that are, or the pieces of little metal that are inside this thing are not there. Only one is there.
You know what I think happened? Because I don't know if they wanted to void their 1 and 2 to get a new one.
Oh.
That's what.
Yeah.
Because he told, I didn't go pick it up. My cousin-in-law went to pick it up for me, and he said the guy had a brand new one there. And the guy told him that it's something simple.
Yeah, but why was that done is the question. So I could use a we have what we call a compressor terminal repair kit, and basically it's essentially this, but it's more robust than this. But you may have other issues here. I really don't know. Everything is wired the way it should be, and the compressor, tests okay. Within numbers what it should be. Again, I didn't get it to run, but it's not even being told to turn on because the pieces that are in there are gone. Like if I were to cut this away, we would see it, but there's nothing inside this thing. It's crazy. All right, so after about, I'm gonna say about 15 minutes struggling to use the quick lugs, the compressor terminal repair kit, I just gave up. I gave up, and I could sugarcoat it, and I could say that I pulled this out of my, where, and threw it in. But no, I don't stock this. And there's two here, by the way, in case you're wondering. Damn, she looked good. Going to hell. I could, I'm not gonna say I pull this out of my, where, but I had to go to Johnstone. I picked up, two because I don't have one in my truck. I don't stock one in my truck, and I know that next time we replace the system, I'm gonna want to take the Copeland harness out and not go and forget it, So I bought two, but god damn, they're expensive. Let's go throw these in, or throw this in. All right, wiring harness is in. It really didn't want to sit well there, so I don't know what happened with that. But let's turn the power on. I have the yellow wire, which was our start to our Herm on our capacitor. The start was blue, right? And then black and red, black being common and red being run. So let's do a little push of our contactor and see what happens. Still nothing. Unbelievable. I'm not really getting good contact now. All right, they say it's all about the leverage. I learned that from my first psychotic boss, Tommy. And I'm just using this level to try to really wedge in that Copeland harness. Let's see what happens now. All right, let's see what happens. Yep. We good, baby. We good. We good. As they say in the Hebrew language, Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Okay, let's set this thing to a nice, decent number. 90 is good for temperature for me. Okay, let's put away our tools. Type this bad boy up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. You never know what you're gonna run into or uncover during a service call. If I didn't do just the extra due diligence here, I probably would have condemned that compressor, right? Because it ohmed out fine. I would have checked for shorts to ground next, but that would normally result in an amperage reading once the contactors being pushed in, and L1, L2 is sending power to T1, T2, but that wasn't the case. So, but I would have checked that, but I would have completely overlooked the wiring harness if I would not have done the proper due diligence. And that's what I want to stress here, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a technician in the field, making repairs, diagnosing, performing service, you have to do your due diligence. And as I sometimes say, leave no stone unturned. If I would have not overturned or tested that harness, the outcome would have been vastly different. And just imagine for a brief moment, had I recovered the refrigerant in the system, removed the compressor, installed a new one, a couple $1,000s later, and go to fire it up and nothing happens, well, let's just say that would have been an epic fail.